Jan-Martijn Broekhoff of Guardian360, and in this video I will explain the Guardian360 Dashboard to our partners. First of all, you have to log in to the Guardian360 Dashboard by using your username and password. And after entering your two-factor authentication code, you will be logged in to the Guardian360 Dashboard. And on the dashboard there are a few options I would like you to explore. The first one is the language switch. Most of the partners use it only once to set their default language, and after that the Lighthouse platform remembers your language. On the dashboard you see the amount of hacker alerts. That are the alerts that were found by our hacker alert. You can think about port scans that were being performed in the network, but also when an attacker or an evil intruder accesses the honeypot in the network, an alert will be shown here in the dashboard. Next to it you see all issues that are currently opened, and issues are divided in several risk levels. And for example, you see now that there are 51 low risks for this organization, or for each organization that is within scope of a partner. Because a partner can see metrics of a lot of customers, on the dashboard you first see issues from all customers, and after drilling down you can see issues for a separate customer. We scan on a daily basis, so the amount of issues can vary. Sometimes a new network peripheral is being attached to the network, or a new version of a web application is being deployed. Most of the times we find some new issues then, but also when you solve issues or when you accept issues, the risks on the dashboard will be lowered. There is some caching in place, so you need to refresh the dashboard sometimes using this button over here, and refreshing will be done automatically once a day. So when you log into the dashboard tomorrow, you will see different metrics on the dashboard. Well, when something changed, of course. Underneath all issues you see the deviations from various norms and regulations, and also our suggestions to comply with the GDPR, or the AVG in Dutch. We have at the moment 9 non-conformities defined, and we combine a lot of issues to one or more non-conformities, and in that way we help you to comply more to those norms and regulations. Each tile you can click on, and then you will access a filtered overview of the information, but in this video I will give you a full overview of the dashboard. Underneath you see the total amount of scan objects that were added to the scope, and of course a partner can see all scan objects of itself, but also of its clients. The total amount of IP addresses is shown, also the total amount of websites is shown, and you see the total amount of accepted risks. Not every issue can be solved. Sometimes there simply isn't a solution. The manufacturer didn't provide an update or a measure to solve an issue. Sometimes there isn't a business case. You're not going to solve an issue that costs you 10,000 euros to solve, and the risk is 1,000 euros. You might make another decision about that. And also sometimes you accept an issue for a period of 3 months, for example, because you simply don't have the time to solve the issue right now. In the tile next to it you see the total amount of probes. A probe is a scanner that's being deployed in a customer's network or in the network of a partner. It scans behind the firewall, and in this tile you can see how many probes were deployed, and in the near future we will also show the status of the probe. Is it online? Are there any errors? Is it able to scan? Stuff like that is also visible on the dashboard. Next to that you see the total amount of canaries. These are our hacker alerts. You can compare those to a honeypot inside the network, and the hacker alert detects evil intruders in the network, and it leads to hacker alerts in the dashboard I've shown you a couple of seconds ago. Next to that you see a graph with a risk level distribution. It's a visualization of the numbers that are shown in these tiles. Underneath you see the risk level per scanner. Guardian360 uses multiple scanners, multiple scan engines, and we cluster them into sets of scanners. And here you can see or have some insights in which scanner cluster found which amount of issues. So for example, the vulnerability scanner found a lot, but also we found a lot on the website. But in this case, you could focus on the credential scanner because we found some critical issues with that as well. Underneath that graph, you can see a top 10 of scan objects with the highest amount of issues. And at the bottom of the page, you find the first detection date graph of open issues. Because Guardian360 scans every day, we can check if an issue is still open. And when it's still open, it is shown in the graph underneath. And the graph, is forever. So when an issue is open for more than 12 months, it will be shown for more than 12 months. It's used by auditors a lot to see if an organization is in control. When you have any questions about the Guardian360 dashboard, please do not hesitate to contact Guardian360 support or your distributor.